In this video, I'll be discussing a swing arm wear issue, and if you have a late model KTM off-road bike fitted with a PDS shock, this is definitely something you'll want to check out. This is my 2017 KTM 250 XC, and as you can see, it's fitted with a PDS shock. So the lower shock mounting mounts directly to this area of the swing arm. And the wear issue I'm going to discuss seems to be occurring on 2017 and later PDS models. So the issue is that the mud flap, this mud flap here, rubs onto this area of the swing arm. So this is housing the home joint, and if it rubs excessively and the aluminium gets very thin, it could weaken this housing. So that's an obvious concern and something that you want to minimize. So I've checked mine, and I'm going to show this from a different angle so you can see the wear more easily. Okay, so I've moved the mud flap out, and you can see clearly now where it's been wearing on the swing arm. So on the left hand side there's an area here where it has been rubbing. It's not that excessive, especially considering the amount of time I've used it. 350 hours is a relatively long amount of time, but obviously this is something I want to stop. I want to continue riding the bike for a number of years, so I'm keen to prevent this getting any worse and possibly causing an issue. So what I've decided is to make a guard to fit over the top of this. Okay, this is the guard I've come up with. I wanted to use some sheet stainless steel because it'll wear well and not corrode, but I didn't really have anything suitable. So I just decided to use some aluminium, which I had, which I think will wear fine and should last a couple of years at least. This is sheet aluminium. It's 0.8 millimeters thick. I started out by cutting a piece like this. The width is 30 millimeters and 40 millimeters high, and then I bent it to follow the shape of the swing arm. And then I'm going to glue it on, so I roughed up the reverse side with some sandpaper so it'll stick well. So this is the guard mounted. I just glued it on, and as you can see, it conforms nicely to the shape of the swing arm. The material is thin enough so it won't cause the mud flap to stick out and cause clearance issues with the rear tire, but I think it's thick enough that it should last a year, probably 2 years, before it wears out. I'll keep my eye on it, and if it does need replacing, it only takes a couple of minutes to make a new one and stick it on. If you do have a late model KTM with a PDS shock, this is definitely something you want to check out and catch before it becomes an issue, because a new swing arm is expensive.